Welcome to another Pirkei Avot text explication with your host, me, Rabbi Drew. We are now on the 21st text in the 4th chapter of Pirkei Avot, and this one is a short one. It's a short one that packs a punch. This is by none other than Rabbi Elazar HaKappar. So Rabbi Elazar HaKappar says, or HaKappar, he says, Hakina v'hata'ava v'hakavod motzi'in et ha'adam min ha'olam. Envy, lust, and honor, or really the search or quest for honor, remove someone from the world. Let's go back over that again. So Rabbi Elazar HaKappar says, envy, lust, and the desire for honor remove someone from the world. Now, removal from this world is something we've heard actually not once, but twice before already in Pirkei Avot. And similarly, in those two previous texts, we've encountered also fairly short, discrete, particular aspects that will remove someone from this world. So we've seen 3, we've seen 4, and now we see 3 again. We had in the 2nd chapter, if you remember, Rabbi Joshua, Rabbi Yehoshua, he said the evil eye, the evil inclination, and hatred of people remove someone from this world. And we also, in the 10th text in the 3rd chapter of Pirkei Avot, Rabbi Dosa ben Harkinas said, morning sleep, afternoon wine, children's talk, and sitting in assemblies of the ignorant remove someone from this world. So now we're at the 3rd time we've encountered this very particular term, motzi'in et ha'adam min ha'olam, removing someone from this world. Now, removal from this world is not, we're not talking about death. Okay, this person is still very much in the world, whether the 3 attributes that Rabbi Joshua mentioned, the 4 that Rabbi Dosa ben Harkinas mentioned, or even here with Rabbi Elazar HaKappar. In all 3 instances of these 3 statements, these 3 wisdom statements or observations by these rabbis, what we've seen is that people aren't dying from these things. Sleeping in, having wine in the afternoon, envy, lust, and basically glory, they're not things that will kill someone. What they do, however, and this is I think the fascinating aspects of these, is that they seem to remove someone, not literally from the world, but more of civil society. That, or maybe one even says polite society, right? That these things, that envy, lust, and glory here, that we, in our particular text, people really don't really care for these things. Think about it. These are all things, by the way, I think, whether we're talking about the 3 aspects that Rabbi Joshua mentions in the 2nd chapter or Rabbi Dosa and the Ben Harkinas in the 3rd chapter, these are all things that we see in the world, we see in society people do, hear envy, lust, and glory. We also see in people. And I think they're all things that people generally tend to avoid from certain people, right? If you see someone who's, and focusing on this text, involved in envy, lust, and glory, they're sort of, there are ways that, people can find financial success with these things and people will still hang around them. But I think what Rabbi Elazar HaKappar says, obviously these 3 things, envy, lust, glory, are not things that are necessarily desirable traits in people in sort of a civil society, and they're to be avoided. At the same time, they happen. But at the same time, it's better not to do them. One will be more engaged with the world. And more importantly, I think the world will be more engaged with that person by not engaging in these acts of envy, lust, and glory. So that's this short little text. Now, stay tuned. We're going to do, the next text is going to also be Rabbi Elazar HaKappar, a much lengthier piece of wisdom from Rabbi Elazar HaKappar. So stay tuned. All right. And thank you so much for watching.